Hi, everyone. It is me. It's Michelle from the September First Class Blog Challenge. And those of you who are here live, welcome back. I'm so happy to see you. You can give a shout out in the comments and say hi. For those of you who are watching this on replay, then you can skip ahead by 4 minutes because we will not be officially starting the slide deck until right at 4 o'clock. So I just wanted to say hi and come back on and remind you that we have 2 more sessions after this, the 23rd and then the 30th. So yeah, it's the 23rd and the 30th, and they will be at 4 o'clock Central Standard Time right here, same bat channel, same bat time. And I know that next week we are doing keywords, and the week after that we're going to do all those H1 tags and appropriately tagging your images and all of that good stuff. Backlinks, internal links, that's all going to be at the end. And today we are going to talk about images, and I am super psyched. And I do need to give shout outs to big time to Sylvia, who sent me a blog topic, World Tourism Day. So I'm going to use World Tourism Day, which is on September 27th. I'm going to use that as my sample topic for next week when we talk about keywords. That'll be awesome and perfect. So September 23rd, we'll talk about World Tourism Day. Kristen, who sent me her blog post for me to read over, and then also Lily, who took me up on National Guacamole Day, which I'm super excited about because that's what I'm writing about too, because I too love guacamole. Everything about it, I love guacamole. So yay, Lily. So the 3 of you that I just mentioned, Lily, Sylvia, and Kirsten, please be sure to watch your email because you will be getting a super duper surprise from Starbucks and me in your email. So check your spam, and if it doesn't show up by tomorrow, you can always email me, you can direct message me. I always say you can send a smoke signal out, or you can, in fact, just DM me right here on Facebook. Okay, so we're getting close. So I am going to go ahead and share my screen. And so while I'm at full screen with the PowerPoint, I won't see your comments or reactions. So know that I will come back to them after the slideshow. I will absolutely stay here until I answer every single question and that we talk about what else you need from me to get started. So here we go. Here is the PowerPoint for today. And know that, again, I will be back with back answering your questions once I am not in full screen in play mode anymore. Okay, so here we are. I don't know how that happened. Let's see. Ecamm Live, current application, entire screen, no. Wouldn't you know it, I tried to do this for, there we go, Microsoft PowerPoint. I tried to figure this out like all afternoon, and now it's here for me. Okay, let's go to here. And now we go to here, and we get rid of this. Ugh. All right, well, I don't know how to get rid of that. Ugh, so annoying. I did just hear a comment, so yay, but I don't know how to go back and find it. So we're just going to get started here, and I'm just going to make myself really small, hopefully. There we go. And hopefully you guys can now see my screen and bigger. So today, and I do hear the comments, but I can't see them until I'm not sharing my screen anymore. So if you're out there, I'm so sorry. Hang around, ask me again. Here is, hopefully you're not telling me you can't hear me or anything. If you're telling me you can't hear me, clap twice. Okay, so here we go with our images. So I asked everyone last week to define for yourself, you don't have to tell me, who is your ICA. So this is important, again, because when you pick your topic and write your text, you also want to pick images that are going to appeal to your ICA. And I will talk about that as we go through the slides today. Okay. So I also picked Guacamole Day. Yay, Lily and I are on the same page. And why? Because I absolutely love guacamole. In my Facebook profile, it says I'm a guacamole connoisseur. Everyone who knows me knows I love guacamole. And that way I'll be able to talk about my adventures and eating guacamole all over the world because I love it and I order it everywhere. And it will sound natural in my voice. It will be, when I write, it will be as if I'm speaking directly to you because I love it so much. So what's next? So I have my topic idea. It's guacamole. It's guacamole. And I sent out this freebie blog template to you where it says you have a featured image and then you have your more images with text describing the image. If you don't have that blog template, be sure and let me know so I can email it to you or repost it on the Facebook page so that you can get it. It's just a template that shows you kind of what I've been talking about. So now that we have a topic idea and we're going to use National Guacamole, we want to look at it from the viewpoint of your ICA. So I know that Kirsten's ICA is somebody who wants to really do experiential travel and personal travel that she has done. And I know she's doing an experience where you can paint pottery, and I suggested that maybe she would serve tapas. So if that's the view of her ICA, then what will her ICA be searching for? Would it be recipes? Would it be best guacamole I've ever had? Will it be what type of guacamole do they have in Spain? Is guacamole even really Spanish, or is it Tex-Mex? So those are all things that her ICA might be searching for. My ICA is going to be looking for the best guacamole at Walt Disney World. Now, I could have used tequila because probably for my ICA, which are adults who want to travel to Disney, Disney for adults only, they might be searching for tequila and Tequila Flight. But usually whenever you have tequila at Disney, it is accompanied, for me, it's always accompanied with chips and guacamole. So those are the good images I have. I don't drink tequila and I love guacamole. So for me, writing about guacamole is an easier task. But since tequila will be a big search term, I will use it in my images. I will use it to tag my images. So now that we have our topic ready and we have the spin we want to use, we are going to search some images. Now, you always want to have a featured image, which I call the hero shot. And this is the image that you need to, quote, stop the scroll. So on Instagram, when people are just scrolling, the image is what, and the caption is what makes your client sit up and pay attention. So the hero image can be used to highlight your blog post on your social media channels. So it can be a repetitive image that you're going to use lots of places. So that's why I always tend to select my hero image first because I know I'm going to use it lots of places. So this was a hero image that I used for my tour of Disney S'mores. So I just kind of wanted to show you what it looks like because then I'm going to show you how I sourced that image. And here is a hero image that I chose for my chips and guacamole, or for my guacamole. And you can see that it also does have a margarita in there, so that when I describe what this image is for the Google bots, it will say tequila, margarita, guacamole, chips. It will also have salsa, because those are all things that people could be searching for. And now I happen to find my hero image on iStock. So this is iStock.com. This is a screenshot of it. And you can sign in and you can buy images by the image, or you can buy them, you can buy a membership. I'm going to tell you right up front that they're typically about $30 an image. But I do have a coupon for you. It's not a lot. It's only 10% off. But as you can see, like today, they're 20% off on credits. Also, you can use them over and over and over again. And when I did a search, I'm going to move myself down here. When I did a search for guacamole and chips, these are all the kinds of things that came up. So you have illustrations, you have really styled food photography. You could ask for it with people or without. For my hero image, I like to use really good food photography, as you can see. And that's because it attracts my ICA. And you can see how when I did a roundup of my s'mores, these were all the different s'more pictures that I had. And then I did try and source some tequila photos. These were actually in my library already that I had used for cocktails on the beach. And that was actually not rum, not tequila, vodka. These were vodka drinks, but they could be a good hero image if you can spin it for your topic. And right there is the coupon code, and don't worry, these slides will be posted in Facebook Live, so you can all check out the coupon code for iStock. Okay, so I know you guys have all seen me harp on why I want you to use WordPress, and this is another reason. This is a plugin that has 4 million stock photos that you can literally search directly from your WordPress while you're in the process of blogging. You can look for an image and just load it in, and you can download this. You can search and add photos to your articles. As you can see, you don't have to worry about copyrights with these. You can be legally safe. Don't overestimate your own photography, don't underestimate your own photography. Another free place to get images. This is one that I took at a birthday party of mine where the server makes your own tableside guacamole. And so I could talk about how they make tableside guacamole at some of the restaurants at Walt Disney World, even though this picture was not taken at Disney World and it literally has nothing to do with Disney World. I can make it at Disney World. This is just an iPhone photo that I took the last time I had guacamole and chips. It was indoors and I turned on the flash, so good iPhone photography tips. And I could actually resize that and use that in my blog post. Another really great place to source images, and they're either $1 an image, or if you have the free version of Canva, if you upgrade and you pay $12 a month for the premium, all the images that you use are free. You can download as many as you want, and it saves all your designs. I also got the pro version because then I can make sure that I have my brand fonts and colors uploaded into what they call a brand guide. But let's just say you have the free version right now and you can search avocado. These are all the pictures that come up. Yesterday was National Avocado Day. Was it yesterday? Anyway, and you can also have searched guacamole. This is Canva templates, and I just wanted to show you how I made that template of the drinks with the coupon code. I made that right here on Canva for free. Just picking one of these templates on the side and uploading my images to it. And if there's a need, if you guys are really interested, we can talk more about Canva on a Zoom call so that I can share my screen and we can really interact and I can answer all your Canva questions. Okay. I also would like you to consider things that are from your tourist bureaus, or in this case, like I said, I write about Disney, so I'm a member of Disney Copyright. If you specialize in cruises, every one of the cruise suppliers has a place where you can get stock images that are particular to them. So you can, so this happens to be an entree served at the Mexico Pavilion, which also at Epcot, which also serves great guacamole. So I might want to use that picture, or I can source pictures through Disney by going to Disney Copyright. Another place that you can go, as I said, is the tourist bureaus. So again, I went to some place that might serve guacamole that was more authentic, if there is such a thing, to Mexico, and not to Tex-Mex guacamole. So I went to the city of Santa Fe and their tourist bureau, and as you see, there could have been a really good image here of guacamole topped off of homemade tamales. But you see that they have images that they will let you use. They're more than happy for you to post about them, as long as in the back end meta tags, they're tagged back to the original owner and or they're credited in the captions. But you can also go to their Facebook and Pinterest and Instagram pages and see what kind of images they have there that you might be able to share, again, as long as you give them the best type credit. So those are all free places that you can look for images, except for the iStock photo, which you can buy them by the image. And I showed you that first because that's where I found my hero image for the post that I'm going to post today. So those are the free places. So here are a few that you do have to pay for, but it's minimal expense in order to get a really great image that you're going to use multiple places. So again, you can look at Facebook, as I showed in the last slide. They belong to Facebook. Maybe they have images that you can share there. If you're in any of the travel professional groups, such as Australia Travel Professionals or the Visit New Zealand Travel Bureau. I'm totally pulling those out of my head because I don't specialize in those. But you can see that the Universal Travel Professionals posted, typical food photos that they serve. And I might be able to search and find one on guacamole. And again, they're happy for me to use these photos and then talk about, look what they serve at Universal Orlando for guacamole. Another place you can get images is Unsplash. When I went over in that additional video that I sent to you yesterday morning, I showed you the Show It template. All of their templates start with Unsplash photos. So if you want to use any of those photos that are in your template or in any other template that you can cut and paste from, you can. You just do need to buy a subscription to Unsplash. So this is another really good place for you to source really good images for a professional looking website and blog. Another place is you can do a Google search for styled stock images. I happen to belong to 3 different ones. I belong to, this one is my favorite, the Styled Stock Society. I also belong to Pixie. I'll put it in the notes because I need my directory to show you. And then also some of the places that sell styled stock photos will give you like 10 images for free as their freebie. So if you sign up to be on their email list, you'll get like 10 images a month or so many free ones to start with. So I keep all of those in a folder on my laptop, which I think is the next slide actually. Yes. Okay, so this is my folder. So I see travel agency, and then I have this, you can't see it, the image cuts it off, but it's right here where it says stock photography. And these are all the places that I can get stock photography from that I have used already. And so this one was Ivory Mix, and she has a set of photos that are cocktails and friends, and there are cocktails and friends. And as I said, my favorite is the styled stock photos, and that slide, that previous slide, is actually linked to them, and I will post the links in the Facebook chat once we finish up here. Don't underestimate the power of Google. You can just search images, you can get ideas from here, but you need to be very careful about using them because of copyright. So for example, this one right here says Whole Foods Market. You can probably use that one. You can check as long as you credit the image as being from Whole Foods Market, and in the image you link back to their website. That's very important. Don't ever use a picture from someone else's blog, because you don't want to link back to a blog. You want to use something like Whole Foods or the Food Network, someplace where the images are, you're linking to a blog that has a lot of search mojo. Okay, and the reason that you do want to be careful is because of things like copyrights. So this is a site called travelislife.org, and this particular article is on the 10 best places for you to get travel stock photography, and he lists several sites, and then brought up the fact that you always want to try and use, if you're using stock photography from one of these sites, that you be careful about using people, because they need to make sure that they have releases from all the people. Now, typically the professional ones that are uploaded on iStock or Unsplash, those, they have all the releases. And when you purchase the image, you are purchasing the copyright. By the numbers. You want one big featured image called the hero image, and you want to be able to use that image. You want to be able to resize it, which you can do for free on Canva, for a Facebook post with your blog link, an Instagram post with your blog link, a Pinterest post with your blog link, and then any other places that you're going to share that image. So you want to have 2 or 3 images overall in your post. And you want to be sure and tag them, which I'm going to go over in much greater detail in the 4th session when I talk about how to tag and link your photos. But you always want to tag every photo and link every photo. And during this week, I'm giving you the same homework assignment as I gave you last week. And I don't want you to think of it as homework. I want you to think of it as, if you need my help, here is what you can do. You can write me a blog post. You can read a competitor's blog post, or you can read mine. I'm about to post about National Guacamole Day, even though it was Tuesday, it was yesterday, so I'm still going to post. We can do a Zoom call and talk about it if you want, and you can schedule that with me on my calendar. And let me know where you currently get images for your website, blogs, and social media. You can do that in the comments of this Facebook Live, and we can all learn from you as well. And next week, we'll be at September 23rd, right here, Facebook Live, 4 o'clock Central Standard Time, and we're going to talk about keyword research and how that helps you on SEO. And I'm going to escape this full screen mode so I can finally see any comments that you guys have for me. I heard lots of beeping on while I was on there, but I don't see comments, so it must have been me receiving emails or something. So, guacamole day is actually today. Lily, you get me every time. Yay! I guess my husband showed it to me yesterday, and I did already have it on my calendar, so I was like, yeah, I know. But yes, so I'm going to post my guacamole day article shortly on my Making Memories blog, and it's going to be the best places to get guacamole at Walt Disney World. So if you come back tomorrow, it'll be there. Lily, I'm telling you, girl, I don't know what I would do without you. And the beginning of your post is awesome, and I think that you should write it up in a Word document, and you should save it. And you can always have it to post next year, or you could do it on a Throwback Thursday. Like once you finally have your website and your blog up and running, you can talk about it because you love it. You could post it on Super Bowl Sunday. You could talk about it on National Chip and Dip Week instead. So go ahead and write it up. There's plenty of times that you can use it, and just save it in Word. And when you finally do have your blog up, we'll load it up in there and you can use it. Do I have other comments or questions? I think what I'm going to do is actually hop into Facebook and see if I missed any questions that didn't come through on this eCam thing that I am still learning. I am still trying to get better at it. So let's go to my pages here. Marketing your travel agency. Let's see here. Okay, this is weird. I don't see me going live. Ah, there I am. I'm live. Will do. Thank you. You're bet. So here I'm live. So let's see if any other comments. So there were no other comments. So I'm going to go ahead and sign out and let you all get to work, maybe on sourcing some images. I promise to post the slides as a PDF here, and also some of those links that I gave you. And if you need me during the week talking about images, reach out to me. I am here however I can best support you. So thanks for being here. And I will talk to you soon.